So, most of the time here on this channel, we talk about how to like balance things out when you've got a lot of stuff going on, right? That's kind of like the vibe of the channel is like we're busy, we've got businesses, maybe we have full-time jobs, maybe we got families, you got all this stuff. Like, what do you do? And so that's what I really strive to talk. We talk words, we talk productivity, we talk about balancing things and all that. This vlog is not going to be like that because here's what had happened. I did what Becca does, and I took on too many things at the same time. So currently I have like 87 open projects, and it's making me feel a little bit like this. And so, yeah, so this is gonna be a little bit different because this is kind of more like when you're in like that really, really busy season and it's just like there's so much going on. How do you like keep it together? Okay, so here's what happened. Well, here's what really happened. The biggest problem is that I did spring break wrong. And instead of like relaxing or going to the beach, because we have one near us, I did this. Wait. 28 boxes, if you were not counting. And then I spent the rest of the time I sang in a church for some of the Holy Week, and I had stuff at my church for Holy Week, Easter, all that kind of stuff. So there was a lot going on. And I also miscalculated, and I didn't finish the project because I bit off more than I could chew. I was talking to my husband. I was like, this was not a 1 week project. This should have been a summer project, which is all my fault. 100% on me. So I've got that. The other thing I have is a baby shower at school for one of the teachers, which is tomorrow. And that's a whole thing. Thankfully, I have a lot of people helping me, so I don't have too much to do. Like, I'm not doing it all on my own. I do have quite a bit to do though, because I'm kind of leading the charge. So we've got that. And then on top of that, we have, those projects that have been hanging out, like my book that I need to send to publishers and my curriculum. The two things that I was going to do over spring break, but instead I spent the whole time sawing and nailing things. So that's where we are. Hey, hi, hello. Welcome to my week. Today is Tuesday, April the 7th, and I feel very like this because I got a lot of open projects. And so here in this video, we're going to talk a little bit more about getting the things done when you have a season like this. Now, the first thing I'm going to tell you, having done this many times, is don't do this. The second thing I'm going to tell you is if you're going to do something like this, it has to be for a short amount of time. So if I draw all this stuff out and like keep not finishing it, these are going to school, then I will feel more and more stressed. So it's like a few days is one thing, but when it gets to be like a lot, it's too much. I hope that makes sense. We're baking cookies today. So my main goal this week is just to like check things off and try to get closer at least to finishing projects so that then life can be less stressful. Zucchini. So today's Tuesday and I have the baby shower is tomorrow, which means that today I have a lot of stuff to do because I have the baby shower tomorrow and I gotta get ready for that. So we have cookies to bake, we have Cricut things to cut out, we have signs to print out, thankfully, that I have already finished, so that's great. May or may not have used my planning time to do that today, but it's fine. Because I mean, it's a school baby shower, so it's fine, right? Fine. Who needs grades? We need signs to do stuff. I need to locate all the items that I need to take and like get them sorted. Yay, none of my eggs are broken. Fabulous. There's only 3 in here. It looks like I have a lot of eggs. You can't see. Fabulous. Great. We love that. I have some old eggs and I don't really know what to do with them. Is that everything? Okay, I think that's everything good in here. So, yeah. Cricut, gather, cookies. I mean, that's really all that there is. And then tomorrow it's mostly just like setting things up, and I've got that sorted and I've got people helping me, so it will be fine. It's a pretty casual affair anyway, because it's right after school, and honestly I don't want to go home. So we have a couple of activities we're doing, but there's nothing that's like synchronous. Like, it's all asynchronous, you know. It's like, you know, come sign the guest book, write some advice, paint a feather, make a onesie, and then eat some cookies and you can leave. So that's what we've got going on there. That project thankfully will be done tomorrow because the big shower is tomorrow. So that's like the big project. The other big project is all of the stuff that's going on here. So I'm just taking it a little bit at a time. Today I ran out of caulk, which is the stuff that you squeeze into like the seams of the wood. I ran out, so I didn't finish. So I'm hoping I can do that tonight, maybe while the cookies are baking. And that'll be like my one step tonight. When you have really overwhelming projects, and especially if you don't have a lot of time, having one step that you can do each day is helpful. So yesterday my one step was to order the caulk so it would get here. Today my one step is going to be to finish up. I only have a couple of boxes to do. Hopefully tomorrow my one step will be sanding the boxes, and then Thursday or Friday I can do one coat, and then over the weekend I can do the second coat of paint, and hopefully that should be fine. This is the plan. Will it work out like that? Who knows? Who knows? But there we are. So if you have overwhelming times, make it as short as possible. If you have bigger things, so like shower, it just has to all get done. But if you have bigger things like the walls, just pick one thing each day to do. Other things that are helpful, I find, are number 3, cling to habits. So for me, I feel like my big habits are in the morning, reading my Bible, and in the afternoon, working out if possible, which is not always possible, and not stressing when it's not possible. But I try, even if I can't work out, to like do 5 minutes just stretching, or, you know, like I try to do something, even if I can't do like a whole thing. So, but like really sticking to those habits helps a lot with just getting the things done. No, we don't need that. Because then the other thing is that I still have things to do. Like today's Tuesday. Tuesday is my YouTube prep day. So today I need to make sure that I get YouTube videos up so that they're ready to go. And that has just been working for me. So I need to download them. I need to upload them. I need to make thumbnails, and I need to add links and all that kind of stuff. I've already watched them. They're already edited and all that kind of stuff. I just need to do the posting step. Adding to podcast. That's a new thing. So yeah. I got a lot to do. It's fine. It's fine. The good thing, again, is that the shower will be over tomorrow. So that's what we got. All right, groceries are unloaded. Check. I think there's some Amazon packages, so let me go check those out, and then we can go and do a quick workout. It's gonna have to be short, but it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Right? Maybe. Okay, let's unbox things, because I love unboxing stuff. One thing that is helping a little bit is just the reminder that we're pretty close to the end of the school year. We're less than 7 weeks at this point. So that's nice. I also put in for a personal day today, so that was exciting. Not for today, but I requested a personal day for another day, so that's also exciting. We have caulk, so I can finish all of that. Check. Nothing else. Oh, these I'm very excited about. These are like, this is so random, but I've found these for the last couple of parties I've thrown, and they're just so fun. They're little like cardboard dessert things. You like put them together, but then they fold up flat, so you can use them for other things. The baby shower theme is Pocahontas, so that's what we're going with. There, I think it will come across. hope. What else do we have? Okay. We have onesies to decorate. We have a portable sound machine because it was on her registry, so that's what we got her. For guest books, I like picking a book and having people sign it. So this is the one I got. I have not read it, but it looked really cute, and it just, who loves you? Oh my gosh. And it's all like puns, and she will love that. So adorable. Balloons, cheap way to add some stuff. I actually have helium at home, at the school, and Cricut vinyl, which is fabulous. We'll need that. And then I have some other stuff. One thing I learned from my mother, I always have extra presents, especially baby presents, that I keep in a drawer upstairs. Specifically, I always have books, so I'll probably do a book and that sound machine, and then also I'm throwing her a shower. And I'm gonna make something. I told her the other day, I was like, I'm gonna make you something cool, but I haven't done it yet. She was like, okay. I was like, I have a few ideas. I don't know what my plan is yet. I was like, I just ran out of time, so I haven't even started anything. I haven't even decided what it's gonna be, but it's gonna be great. So, whew, okay. Apologies for being rambly and crazy. I'm gonna go and do my workout. I'm gonna take the trash out. I'm gonna make some dinner, and then we're gonna get started on all this other stuff. Welcome to the chaos. Hello. Okay, so we have gotten many things done tonight. Not everything I want to do. It's like 10 o'clock. So cookies are baked. I made cowboy cookies. I've never made them before, but they're like coconut, chocolate chip, and pecan. And I did half chocolate chip, like half milk chocolate and half white chocolate, just for funsies, and they're pretty dang good. I wish I'd put a little bit of extra chocolate chips in there. I put like how much it called for, but I usually put extras, and I could have used a few extras, but it's pretty good. I'll link the recipe below. They only called for one kind of chocolate chips, and I just did half and half instead. I will say that the recipes like this always crack me up. They're like, beat the butter and sugar for 2 minutes, and then add in this and beat for 45 seconds, and make sure the brown sugar is like super packed. Y'all, when I tell you, I just kind of throw everything in there and hope for the best. That's what I do. That kind of stuff matters when you're doing like, fancy cooking, but if it's like just cookies, throw it in there. I also, hot tip, they're always like, in a separate bowl, whisk together all the dry ingredients. No, absolutely not. I'm not getting another bowl dirty. I just usually do all the wet ingredients, and then I just add all the dry ingredients to it, and it turns out fine every time. So that's my 2 cents. And then I did the seams on the wood. I got 2 videos prepped, including the podcast, so that's good. I wanted to do some like Cricut cutting out stuff, which I did not get to, so I'll see how I'm feeling in the morning. I might even take my Cricut to school and do some stuff tomorrow if I have time. I have like almost no planning tomorrow, though, is the problem, so I'm like, I don't know that I have time for that, but we'll see. I still need to like gather all my stuff, and then I need to print out. I made like some signs and stuff like that, so I need to print that out on cardstock because I have color printer at home. So yeah, but as the night went on, I adjusted my expectations, because I was like, I'm not gonna have time for that. I'm not gonna have time for that. I'm not gonna have time for it. Which is fine. It's fine. It's just, 'tis what it is. So it's like just a little after 10, but I would like to go ahead and get in bed and read my book, because I don't want to be dead tired tomorrow, honestly. It's something I'm trying to be a little more cautious of. This year in general, I've been a little more cautious. I've actually been sleeping later in the morning because for so many years I've just been so tired. And I think just being a little bit, older now, I've been feeling it more. And so this year I just have been like, I'm just going to sleep a little bit later. I'm going to get in bed a little bit earlier. I'm just like trying to get a little more sleep. I can't do that much without like seriously sacrificing the business. So it's, it is what it is, but I've been trying to get a little bit more sleep. So I'm going to go and do that. I'm reading The Heat of the Everflame, which is the third in the Everflame series. I think it has a different name. I hate, if you're ever writing like a series, just call them whatever the first one's called, because that's what everyone's gonna, I think it has a different title, but I don't know. It's so good. I can't tell you like anything about it because it'll spoil books 1 and 2. But I will tell you that book 1 is at least currently free on Prime Reading, which is how I started reading this series. And then I bought book 2 and I bought book 3. They're really, really good. There's magic, there's royalty, there's division, there's war. I will say that the main character DM gets in a lot of trouble and it really stresses me out, and sometimes I'm like, I just need you to stay out of trouble for like 5 minutes. I feel like she can't even get through like a conversation because she'll be like halfway through a conversation with somebody and then like someone tries to kill her and I'm like, seriously. So it does stress me out a little bit, but they're really good, really action packed. This third one is a little more spicy than the other ones. The other ones were like a little suggestive, and this one's a little bit like, okay. Skip a few pages. So that's your fair warning. I hate when that happens, in like the third book, because I'm like, if I'd known the first book, I probably wouldn't have read them, but now I'm too invested. But anyway, so that's what I'm up to. I'm gonna go put cookies in a bag, wash my face, and go to bed. I just realized, it's Tuesday. I was like, oh my gosh, it's only Monday. It's not, it's Tuesday. Okay, that's a little better than I was thinking. All right, we are at least 2 days down in this week, less than 7 to go, which is what I keep telling myself. I'm usually really anti countdowns for the end of the year because I feel like they get us really stuck on like waiting to be happy till the end of the year. But sometimes when you're like, I don't know if I can keep doing this, being like, oh, well, it's less than 7 weeks. I'm like, okay, maybe I can do this. So it's fine. It's fine. I've been doing it for almost 9 years, so I can do it another 7 weeks. Right, Nyla? Oh, we got a new couch. You can't see it though, it's covered in a blanket. I'll show you later. Anyway, good night. Hello. Whew. I feel like I have been through the ringer today. The kids were actually pretty good. Not that I was, expecting them to be bad. On the whole, mine are pretty decent. There's some classes that are obviously, easier than others. And I think this year, the biggest thing is like most of our kids are pretty good, but this year we have a lot of groups that are just like easily excitable or wild or like half and half. Like the 4th grade I had today, they're hit or miss. Some days they're fabulous and some days they just choose evil, and it just, you never know. Today they were great. They're one. I'm just, it is what, like, they're perfectly capable. And then yeah, same thing. I have like certain grade levels are just like not bad, but like having a lot of energy or really bonkers or whatever. But yeah, so pretty good. And then we had our baby shower afterwards. It was really cute. So we didn't do like tons of decorations, but we did like a little photo backdrop, just a tablecloth, some like light up flowers. And then I made this little banner that says, "A new adventure begins just around the river bend," because it's Pocahontas theme. And then we did white paper on the tables, and then I just used acrylic paint and painted like swirls for like paint with all the colors of the wind. And then we added some like flowers and some little like feathers on top, just kind of sprinkled around. And we had tons of food. Not tons of food. We had lots and lots of cookies, and then we had like charcuterie board. We did some skewers with feathers glued to them to like add some height. And then I got those cute little wooden trays. Those are really fun. You can find those on Amazon for like any theme that you're doing, which is really cool. I have an Eiffel Tower one that I used for a different baby shower. Yeah, so we have same little things, charcuterie. And then I set up a onesie making station, so I brought my heat press and we did little Cricut items. And then I also have some fabric markers. I'm gonna be real honest, I didn't cut anything new out last night. This is all leftovers from the last 2 baby showers that I've done, but this is always a hit. And actually we ended up leaving it because some people were like, "I don't have time to do it today, but can I do it tomorrow?" So we ended up leaving it. We just left the whole table like that. And then we had little feathers in watercolor paper that we had people paint, and we're gonna make like a collage for the nursery. And then guess what day the baby's coming, fill in the blank nursery rhymes. And then I always, because of the 3rd baby shower I've thrown, so I have a good bit of, things that I do now. I pick a book and I bring Sharpies and I have people sign the book instead of doing a different guest book, because then they can like read the book. And then, they had that cute one. So the one I got was called like, oh, I think you saw it, "I Love You Like No Otter." It was all full of puns. It was so cute. And it was a good one for a guest book because the text was like small and there was like big chunks of just color. So it was easy to color in. Anyway, I'm going to make some dinner. I'm going to throw some chicken in the air fryer. Had some broccoli on the stove, and that's it. And I'm gonna take a bath, and that's all that's happening today. So there we are. Hello, happy Thursday. Whew. After doing that baby shower yesterday, I was pooped. I'm so glad I did not plan to do anything else, because I may or may not have fallen asleep on the couch as I was scrolling on Pinterest, and then I like took a bath, and then I just got in bed and I was just like done for the day. So that happened. Today is Thursday. I'm feeling so much better. I think just like having a chill evening after, having that big huge project off my plate of the baby shower. I don't have stuff to do. I don't have stuff to make. I don't have to stress about it. All of that is done. And so that has helped just like mentally, and then like actually getting some sleep last night and all of that also helped a lot. So today, I'm feeling pretty chill, feeling pretty good, which is amazing. This day of the rotation is not my favorite. It's usually just like super hectic and crazy, and I have like no planning, and it's just a lot. And so I'm not usually feeling good on this day, and so I'm happy that I am. I think I'm gonna take Nyla on a walk because it is beautiful outside. And then today I would like to sand the boxes that I have all over the walls. So because I have to sand them before I can paint them. Oh, I was trying to figure out what this is. I thought it was like a spot here, but it's the railing over there. Okay, it's fine. So I think I'm gonna try to sand them down, because then I can do like a coat of paint tomorrow, and then I can do a coat everywhere. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I just need to do a coat on the boxes themselves, and then one coat of the boxes and the whole wall and everything, because the base, like the wall, is already the color it's gonna be. So I'm hoping that that works out. We shall see. If I end up having time after that, then I might work on my computer. I have things to do, but I'm at a bit of an impasse in that I have these big projects and I'm kind of like need to find my next steps. So my curriculum, I went through it. I went through the whole thing for the second time. So I like made it, revised everything again. And so I've done that. So now I need to figure out like what else still needs to be done. And because I don't really know what needs to be done, I don't really know what I need to do for it. And so like I kind of got to get that situation figured out. But that takes like a lot of mental energy and a lot of thought, which is not usually things that I do at 8 o'clock in the evening. So I might work on a smaller product that I've been working on the side or something. I don't really know. I'll figure it out. But I would like to get something done just to get something done, because lack of progress stresses me out more than probably anything else. It's like this whole cycle of I get busy and I get stressed, and so I'm either too busy or too tired to do anything, and then because I don't get anything done, then I feel super stressed out, because you know, in order for the projects to get done, I have to have time to get them done, but I don't have time to get them done. It's just like a whole spiraling thing. So I would like to get something done, whether it's related to that or not, but just so that there is something that happens would just be lovely. So we'll see what really goes on. And then tomorrow is Friday. Yeah. Tomorrow's Friday, and I think we're gonna go to Jekyll Island this weekend, which will be super fun. So I'm excited about that. I don't know exactly like when we're leaving, when we're coming back, all those details yet, but I'm excited about it. So overall, we're doing pretty well so far. Hopefully make it through one day. And then after that, it's should be only 6 more weeks after that, right? Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks and a random day, because get this. The kids get out on Thursday the 21st. We have post planning on the 22nd, and then it's Memorial Day weekend, so we're off on Monday, and then we have to go to work on Tuesday. It's like there wasn't any way we could have made that better. Really? I don't know. Sometimes I look at the schedules and I'm just like, why? Like the schedule next year, it's not approved yet. Stop whining. The schedule next year is not approved yet, but right now it has us starting the year and ending the year on full weeks. And if you have ever been in an elementary school on the first or last week of school, you know that that is not a good idea. We usually have half weeks. We start on like a Wednesday or a Thursday, so you have like 1 or 2 days to like, you know, especially for the littles, just get in, kind of figure out what's going on. We're not like learning like concepts yet, but we're kind of like, you know, figuring out where things are and figuring out the rules of the classroom, and then we can have the weekend to sleep, and then we come back the next week and like hit it hard. But we are not apparently gonna have that next year. Next year is gonna be rough, starting on a full week and ending on a full week. Those are not good things. If any of you are in charge of calendars, don't do it, because it does not work out. Those children are so tired that first week of school especially, and so crazy that last week of school. So I'm gonna go take a walk, sand things down, make some dinner. I feel much better having the baby shower like checked off my list. I really want to get the walls checked off my list, which I know I can't do till this weekend, but I want to like, you know, do whatever I can. So I have a list in my planner of open projects, and it's not every technical open project. It had 4 things. So baby shower, which is now checked off, walls, which should be done this week, and then curriculum and sending my book to publishers. Those are my 4 things. When those 4 things are done, then I'm going to give myself the reward of a week off. I will still be in school I hope, because I'm hoping it's not going to take 6 weeks to do those things. But I'm going to do like a, do something like special for myself each day. So like one day come home and just like sit in the back and read, or, like just like get myself off of work, essentially, off of my side hustle. I don't call it my side hustle because it makes more than I make teaching. So, a week off of my business, I guess, is what I'm saying. Okay, I'm going to stop talking and go do things. Yes, that little break, even though I'll have to teach all week, I cannot wait for it. So excited. So excited. It's going to be great. Whenever that happens. I told myself once those 4 things are done, we can have a break. So, we shall see. Not like we have a band concert, an art gallery, a musical, and another baby shower all happening this month. Or anything like that. It's busy time. I was seeing all my family on Easter, and they were like, "Oh, school's winding down for you?" I'm like, school doesn't wind down. It's like a roller coaster, the big drop is at the end. So we're on that last uphill climb, and then we'll go zoop, and then it will be over. And like it doesn't wind down, but it's fine. Okay, now I really go. Okay, just trying to get things situated over here. We went on our walk, and then I did like a little arm workout when we got back. Getting things sanded, and then I'll make some dinner. Husband's outside doing the yard, so that's nice. Then it'll be all done. I started this video off by talking about getting like how not ideal this week was, essentially, where I had the baby shower, like huge project that needed to get done in a short amount of time, on top of me having to do this because I didn't finish it, which is, my own fault. But, here we are. Still, that needs a little bit more help. But I'm just trying to make things happen. So not every week is ideal. So I'm kind of glad I did film this, because I can show you those tangible, tactical things. Like I already talked about, just getting things done, or getting one thing done every day so that you can kind of check things off as they go. And it's so hard to know what to do, because we had, the one day where it was like, gotta get everything done. We had the one day where I did nothing, and then today where I'm like chipping away at it. So there's kind of just a variety of things going on. And what really is important is knowing like what's urgent and what's not, what needs to get done by what time, having deadlines. Like, for example, my deadline for myself for all of this is this weekend. I would like everything to be painted. I would love for everything to be put away by Sunday night, but if I can just get it like done and painted, and I put things away on Monday, like that's fine. When the deadlines are self-imposed, be gracious, because I am the worst about being like, oh my gosh, I have to get this done because this is the deadline, even though it's like, okay, well, if it gets done Monday, is anything gonna happen? No. But just try to get things done. Hold on to those anchor habits, like, workouts, those kind of things for me. So today I was able to take her on a walk and do an arm workout, and then sitting with my feet up for a few minutes to help like all the blood drain out of my feet from standing all day, which sounds weird and gross, but it is what it is. And I did a quick little Duolingo, lesson before I came down and started working on this. And like those things help me out so much if I can just get those like regular things. If I can read my Bible in the morning and I can do my workout in the afternoon, like I feel pretty good. So, life is just full of times like this where there's just a lot of stuff going on for whatever reason, whether you overscheduled yourself or you just didn't finish things or just whatever. Things build up and it just kind of is what it is. So just trying to get things done. And then that like open tasks list, that one helps me a lot, especially during busy times like Christmas, end of the year, those kind of things. I will make huge lists of every open task. So anything that I've started and not finished, or things that I need to start and finish by a certain day, and I'll make like huge lists so I can check things off and like really keep on top of things. But it's kind of where we are. We didn't show a lot of businessy stuff. I did get some stuff done this week. Not a lot. I did not get to film because I've been working on this. I did not get to, you know, work a lot on the curriculum because again, I've been working on this or whatever, you know, baking cookies. It just kind of is what it is. Some weeks are business heavy and some weeks are not, and this was a not. So I'm gonna get back to sanding and I'm gonna make some dinner, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off so that you can go and do whatever you need to do, and I can get this over to my video editor or you know, whatever, so that we can get it up and posted for you, because I don't think I've posted a video for you since the coffee chat on the 1st, and it's the 9th. Sorry, but yeah, this channel makes me like no money, so it is what it is if it doesn't come. I love this channel, but it's a hobby. It is what it is. So anyway, thank you for being around despite my hobbiness and despite how sometimes I go 10 days without posting anything. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.